Okay, so I recently started putting together some minnow traps for catching chubs, catfishing, and just kind of came up with a different, unique way of doing it that I thought I'd share with everybody. So, a couple things you're going to need, obviously, minnow trap. Um, the way that I do this is a little bit different. I went to Walmart and just got some really fine mesh um, in the sewing department. It's almost like a fishnet type of material. Then I just cut off a section that I thought I would need the right length for. And then I took the ends and I folded them over and I just ran the safety pins up to kind of keep all the bait inside there. I did the same thing on the other side. Of course, the bottom you don't need to. And I did the same thing for the top, but you have to have the top open initially to get your bait in there. So let me tell you what I use for bait. I'm going to set up 2 traps tonight. So this is enough bait for 2 traps, probably even more than I need, but the stuff's cheap, so might as well get some use out of it. This is 3/4 of a sleeve of crackers, and they are the cheapest crackers that I could possibly find. I think these were, a box was $1.38 at Walmart. And then this is the cheap version of like Velveeta type of cheese. You're just going to take a chunk of this, put it in the Ziploc bag with those crackers, smash it up, mix it all up. We're going to put it in that bait sack, and that's all that's needed to be done for bait. And I think the price of this cheese was maybe $2 for the big brick of it. So just a big glop of that. I'm just going to seal that up, break our crackers up. I want to kind of make this into like almost like a paste ball, or like a cheese ball, basically. Get the crackers really ground in there. And then when I'm done, the last thing I do before I'm all done is I just pack it in there really as tight as I possibly can to just kind of keep everything together. Then I'm going to open up my bait pouch. Dump that in there. So what I've done here is just folded the edges over. Just like this. Take our safety pin, start at one side, that'll hold that in there, keep the creek chubs from getting to it. Now the middle one This is a little bit different. The middle one I actually have just a really small swivel on. And I'll explain that here in just a second. So I put the clasp end of the swivel on here. Keep my material folded. This is the one you want to be in the middle of the bait pouch. Okay. Oop, that one can actually go back a little bit further to get that corner material tucked in a little bit better. Okay, so this is what you have for a bait pouch. Now we need a way to secure this to the trap. So we will take, our trap is going to sit with this end up, should at least. So we will take this safety pin, run it through the eye of the swivel, and then just take it up through here. You can just run it through a few of the holes in the minnow trap, and then you just want to kind of bend it down a little bit so that it can clasp. There we go. That's going to hold our bait in there, bring our fish in, and of course our minnow trap is going to be connected like this. And that's pretty much what the end result is going to look like. Bait's right in the middle. It's up off the bottom. It works perfect for catching chubs. So here's another trick I learned. This is the clasp that came with the minnow trap, and it doesn't really do a good job of holding the bucket closed. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so it would be perfect if you were literally just going to drop it down like this. But a lot of times on creeks and stuff, you have to kind of give it a toss. When you give it a toss, that's exactly what happens. It comes undone. So the last time that happened, obviously nothing stayed in the trap. So I have a way to fix that. And it is basically just taking a little twist tie, running it through, back up like that. That's really all that's needed. You can see if this pops to the side again, that one little tiny twist tie is going to hold it in place. Doesn't look out of whack. Works really good. This rope is 20 feet long, just in case I have to drop it down like a tall bank or something like that. So that's all that's needed to set up a minnow trap. I'll get the other one rigged up, and then we'll go drop them in the creek, and I'll show you where I look for places to do that. So this is the spot that I've chosen to set my minnow trap, and I'm kind of whispering because there's a whole bunch of kids in a park behind me playing, and I don't want them messing with this later on. So this is where I've done pretty well. It's maybe 2-3 feet deep there by that log jam, and then it gets kind of shallow up here, and I usually tie off to that stick that's sticking straight up right there, and I put it down in that kind of that little pool right there, and I'll check it in the morning. But you can see there's nothing special about this place. It's just right by the park. But you can probably see up there. So nothing special. But man, I tell you what, it sure does fill up with the creek chubs. Last time I set a trap in here, I got 30 really big ones, like 6 to 8 inches. So we'll see what tomorrow morning what it brings. we got a couple in there. Got 2, 4, 5. Look at this one, feels kind of heavy. Oh yeah, there's a bunch in there. Big ones.